Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah,
these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Lawrence on first down. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jamal Agnew, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First and 10, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today. But they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
27 yards. That's good for the Colts. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Rodgers to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
First and 10.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple. That came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts nothing.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Run.
And he'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for a touchdown.
Mayfield on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Complete to Tony Pollard. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Jaguars 16 yards.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now here's Pollard. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Lawrence will throw.
It's complete to Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. First down, Mayfield. He targets Ingram for another grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. That's caught. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side
and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. The pass caught by Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it up. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mayfield's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. Some logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tony Pollard. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Lose losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. Wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A give left side to Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bobby Okereke, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 133.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Mayfield keeps it himself. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call, but as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go, and that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield.